So, good evening and welcome to World Championship Series German Grand Prix, round number 11, and this time in Hungary, in Hockenheim Ring. I was about to say Hungaroring, but no, in Hockenheim Ring. And we have a pre-race interview here, so 9 minutes before we start, we have Night Hunter, current PMP Muck, and Womble here, Womble who's third in the championship. Welcome to interview.
Hello.
Hey.
And well, once again I got you a couple of questions before we start actually our race weekend. So, Womble, you just heard, just like literally 5 minutes ago, that it's going to be both sessions heavy rain today. Your favorite weather, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I can recall that is my favorite weather type because I feel like I have really strong pace in the weather. I do have a little bit of a threat though. I'll say that, and that would be Jockey, I reckon, because Jockey is looking very strong in the wet as well. So I think he's going to be my biggest challenge today. But hopefully we'll have a good battle together.
Yeah, Jokke is very strong. He's beating 110 EA on the wets, so he has been extremely strong and he has practiced hard. So hopefully he doesn't have any bad luck today. And
I don't see why not. He's consistent enough. He's more consistent than I am. That's for sure. But he'll be my biggest challenge today, right?
yeah. So, is it okay, Mac, if I call you with your real name? Is it okay, or do you want to keep yourself hidden?
No, my real name's fine.
I didn't get what you say.
He said his real name's fine, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, my real name's fine.
So, Jack, what do you think about your race today? Dean Gamer is missing the race by his words today, so you should be safe staying in F1 just about. But
Just about, yeah.
yeah, so what's your opinion on that? Are you thanking Dean Gamer to miss his race today, or?
Oh, I am thanking him.
Actually, Neil Solomon is racing, so if he gets at least 15 points, you will drop if you don't get any. So you still have one enemy, but he needs a podium, and that's the most unexpected thing ever. So
I say that's quite unlikely with his pace throughout the whole
Gavin's
season.
invited me to buy.
yeah, but if you guys do you guys have something to say before we start?
Can we just not have a safety car in lap 1, please?
Yeah, please. I hate lap 1 safety cars.
Yeah, that's maybe the most annoying thing you can know in a
Because
F1.
you don't know whether to pit or not. You pit on 25%, but on 50% you're like...
There's no need
I
to pit
could.
with the full wets.
But there's no
need
need
to pit.
But I could.
With full wets, you should be alright. You should get away with it.
Yeah. It would have been mediums qualifying if it was dry anyway, wouldn't it?
Are we going to have another
I
German 2019 wipes?
Oh,
People
my
running
God,
in
I'm
final corner into the
shit.
batteries.
Everyone's
I
crashing.
will. Wait, can it only change to do two separate types of weather? Can it only go
There's a
from,
minor
like,
chance for light rain or even dries or even storm at the end, so everything is possible in the end. And
Alright.
of course the qualifying can even dry up. It starts heavy rain, but it can go from
won't
side
dry
to
up
side.
until
So
the end, though, will it?
the end weathers are not confirmed, only the start weathers.
Alright.
So interesting weather, at least. So
I just need to finish the race, to be honest, this weekend, because I haven't finished in 2 weekends. So.
yeah, do you have something else to say here, or am I going to give people some music and something to say?
I like the music.
Yeah, the music bangs. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. On VCS side, on YouTube, we are going to begin the race event in 5 minutes. So stand there and we will begin very shortly. So, like I just said very shortly, we are about to go in Hockenheim, where the weather is not the best possible. It is very poor, and this is the race we have been expecting, so... And, well, Salmon Pike is not here yet, so... Well, Salmon Pike is not in, so he has some invite, so... He should, at least he suffers his quali ban, so... Well, if he comes to the race, he will suffer his penalty because he starts from the back, so... He will suffer it. But yeah, we are ready to go, but first let's have a look at the standings, which are here. So Gavin is leading the championship by 26 points to Jokka and 55 to Womble, so these three drivers are having a very good qualifying, very good season, not qualifying. Hopefully good qualifying today too, but at least they have had a good season. So, we are ready in Hockenheim to start with some Formula 1 action. And I'm Parkisako, the owner on this league and your today's commentator in this race. So, it's go time. Let's take a couple of settings here. And let's go. Let's see how's the weather going to change. It's looking very bad. First driver's already out there. So we have 18 drivers here. Konrad is... Yeah, we should, in race, we should have 19 drivers because Salmon Pike should join. So we should have 18 or 19 drivers in the race. Even though the weather is very bad. So first driver to start the lap will be Sippala or Pihkanen. It is Pihkanen. Must be Pihkanen. Yes, it is Pihkanen. First driver to start, and Little Salmon has left the session before it even started, so... But full wets are today nearly the only tire we see. There might be changes, but with very high chance. There is only full wets today. Very close cutting the track, 18.5, quite good first sector for the wet conditions, and then Nolla. Also Nolla will be the next driver to cross the line. So... Let's follow Pihkanen now when he's the only driver, actually. And Little Salmon has rejoined. But let's see what kind of lap time Pihkanen will be getting. Hopefully these drivers have a lot of fuel, because maybe 15 kilos would be good here. Because then you can have 2 or maybe even 3 shots in a row, and you have only 2 full wet tires in the qualifying, and you have only 1 reserve set in the race, so you have only 3 full wet compounds for the weekend, so you need to save at least 1 to the race. So at least 1 needs to be in the race, and you can use 1 fairly in the qualifying and 1 used set will be in the qualifying. And 124.4 to be the first shot. Let's see what Nolla Femma gets here. I say Nolla Femma, it should say. Nolla gets 124.5. And we need to set this to leader. So we will get the gaps. Gavin goes 3rd fastest. And now it's the Sippala who goes 3rd fastest. McLaren off fairly on an out lap, starting on the lap now. But then there's Jokke, who is actually on a lap. He has an invalidated lap time, so he needs to go again. Williams of Wyoming. He has been on the lap. As Dean Gamer must be. No, it's not Dean Gamer, it's Eragomed round. And there's Asian Iceman not starting a lap. It's Womble who goes 24.0 in his favorite weather, so. Osgood's goes 8, and Larry in the Williams. There was Eragomed around. Larry goes 11th. And then there's Pihkanen again, not improving this time. He was on slow lap. Eragomed blocking Schumacher there. And spinning round. Luckily returning to the track that way, so not dangerously. And Lil Solomon is not left the pit, so it was Gavin. Oh, this guy was blocking, and now there's next car round. These conditions are very hard, so. Bear Guy is the first McLaren to cross the line and then goes Fairley. Bear Guy goes nowhere, and Fairley has pitted. Eragomed is really in trouble in this heavy rain. Oh, it's getting light rain. It's getting light rain, so there is a chance that this weather will dry up during this qualifying, and we might have dry qualifying towards the end. But let's have a replay of what just happened. Well, this replay is not working perfectly. There's some kind of rendering issue. So I may have to look at those rendering issues later on. I can't fix them right now. I have changed the encoder, so that might be the problem, but I need to go with that encoder, otherwise my computer will not have enough power to run it, so we need to go with those encoders. If it's from the encoder, I can't fix the issue. Otherwise everything is possible. Eragomed, who is still in trouble, he needs to pit for the new front wing. So it's Jokke in the final corners. He has had a slow lap and now he's going again. And then it's Bear Guy, actually in the final corner. Doing a new lap. 25.3. Very first angle, first corner. Asian Iceman sliding there. And Womble through the final corner. He's improving, and he doesn't improve. 29 milliseconds away from the best lap. So not quite able to improve his time. But now Asian Iceman in the final corner going very wide. Oh, he lost it, and he's in the wall, and he's not improving. And then there's Schumacher. Looks like coming very slowly, but actually coming very quickly when we have a look at its full wet conditions. Here goes Schumacher, he goes 12th fastest, 2.2 seconds off from Womble. And now it must be Conrad in the final corner. Yes, it is. Conrad crossed the line 15, so these F2 drivers are in a bit trouble today. Also no only Racing Point. He's now on the intermediates, so check the fitted tires. Yeah, now people are starting to take the intermediates, so it's really getting better. But I can't expect, is it getting better or not? Is it getting even drier? Or is it going to stay light rain? Yes, Ferrari, PMP, Mack. Yeah, everybody's now taking the inters, so we can take the tire detail off. So those F2 drivers may survive for a while. Fairley's on the intermediates. Fairley and Salmon are not getting a lap, and Salmon still in the pits after rejoining. Possible dry track in 10 minutes. Chupa Chups, I am stupid. Yeah, just take the control. Choose yourself from this box, and there's take control. It's for black for me, but for you it should be available. So just take control and get back to the track. Fairly has been very good here for this run, looking very good. Let's see what kind of lap Fairly can do. Quite slowly to the final course. It's not much improvement for the Inters yet. Fairly goes professional quickest 22.4. And then there's Larry in the final corner. It's Schumacher slowing down. The improvement is not big, but it's still there. PMP Mack taking slipstream from his teammate. And Mack goes quickest and overtakes actually to the first corner. That's very wide. Well, I'm not sure was he taking slipstream from his teammate or what happened there, but he goes 22 O's. And there's possible dry track in 10 minutes, so the possible dry track goes to very end of the session, so maybe the last shots might be slicks. But the drivers need to get the intermediate time on board to secure their good position. Fairly is currently third place. He was designing to start from the back, and he's currently third. Of course, the track conditions can change, and they will change. So we can't say anything yet. We need to wait. That was a big cut by Pihkanen's, not Pihkanen, Sippala. So not surprised that the game giving a penalty. Guyaming in the final corners or having invalidated. Then it's Nolla back in the pits. And it's McLaren off. Berkal in the final corner, starting new lap now, and with the Inters. Oh, it is a next lap invalidated from there, so that was a very stupid cut. Conrad not on an out lap, it's Jokke who's on an out lap. And then there's both Ferraris. Eragomet getting first good lap time of this session. 14th, 4.5 seconds off from the lead. And now Pihkanen crossed the line, going easily pole, or professional, 21.4. But the track is getting better and better all the time. And now it's Womble, crossed the line, he's on another lap actually, so. And gave in back to the pit lane. So it's Osgood's on the third sector. The pole time is already going, but he has an invalidated lap time, so not gonna matter. Same for Sippala. Guyaming is having a valid lap. People taking wide line here, very close to the track limits. And then off, looking very good, cross the line, goes 7th fastest. Tomppa starting new lap, and Jokke, was it? No, here's Jokke. Going quicker. Not maybe quicker than Pihkanen. Pihkanen's time's up now. That's a very slow lap for Jokke. On the Inters he goes only 8th fastest. So these conditions are not the best for the championship contender. Is Pihkanen having a new try? Yes, he has had a new try. Nearly losing it in the final corner. Still improving, 21.3. So that is very good lap time for Pihkanen at the moment. But then there's the Womble. The Womble's here. Final corner, the Rainmaster. Cross the line, goes quicker by 2/10, 21.1 on the board at the moment. So that was a very good lap. Sippala having invalidates. Nolla on out lap, and then it's Osgood's having invalidated. Tomppa, he has had a valid lap to this date. Oh, that was a very easy invalid. Should not have got that easily. Conrad crossed the line first, good lap on the board for him, goes 11th. Jokke is having a new try, second try in a row in wets. It's maybe possible depending on ERS usage. And Jokke, this time improving, going 4th, quickest 8/10 away from Womble, so that's starting to be a good lap now. Pihkanen not having a new run. Gavin is starting a new run. 3.5 minutes, and the rain is getting very, very light, so there is a chance that we will get the dry. Yeah, now the rain has ended, as we can see, so now it's all about the time. There's 3 minutes until the drivers needs to be at least in this stage, as Nolla is but on the slick tires. So the drivers need to make a decision now. Do they wait for maybe potential slicks and then go on the slicks at the end and try the best shot? Or do they try a new lap on the inters? It's their decision. It's only one more lap to go. Only one more lap. So they need to make a decision. Wait and slicks. Desperate slicks. Or go make sure the inters. That's a hard decision for everyone. Now people coming back to the pits. These drivers on the Larry is deciding the intermediate shot, so he's not confident that the truck will dry up in 2 minutes. If you can cross the line on the final second, you will gain most, because then you have the 1 more minute for the truck to dry up, and during the slick time tire lap it should be good. Truck isn't drying out quick enough, yeah. I was wondering that, and I don't think 2 minutes is 2 minutes is enough. Even though there were 18 drivers running around the track, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. But Gaiming is on outlap, so Larry is the next driver across the line with the lap time, so Larry is now getting TV time. Salmon Piquet has not joined the lobby even yet, so he might miss the whole weekend now. He needs to join the lobby within 1.5 minutes. And DRS is now enabled, so DRS enabled for these couple of laps. Is there anyone on the slicks? There are a couple of drivers trying the softs. Larry, no more time. You're starting 10th or lower. So it's getting the slick conditions. 1 minute to go. DRS enabled. And if you can cross the 1 minute the line now, within 1 minute towards, you are big winner. For last 3 seconds if you can cross the line. And there's Muck. No, it was Eragomet spun around, so. But the track was drying quick enough, so we are seeing very interesting options now. Fairley has a hard decision. Oh, Pihkanen has retired. Has he crashed? No, he has just pressed retire from the session. Mack going very close to Pihkanen there on the intermediate, so yeah, nope. No can do situation for you. Oh, there goes Stomp Up. Full throttle. Or maybe that was Stompa. So, who are the drivers on the slicks? Jokke outlap. Oh, Jokke just about missing it, so these drivers didn't make it. Oskuts did make it. Nolla did make it. Konrad, Sippala, Tompa and Berkai did make it to the lap. Jokke and Larry missed. Womble is not secured here. Oskuts going quickly. He just needs to get a lap on board. That's the only thing he needs. Asian Iceman coming to the way, but not badly here because he's in the slicks, so it won't affect. He will take the pole anyway. Oskuts getting an historical pole for the full wet race. Cross the line, and that's pole position secured. 12.8. Nolla, he just needs to get a good lap. Fairly is disqualifying himself. He's not happy with his position, so he's going to disqualify himself and start from the back. Nolla, which one's quicker, Osku or Nolla? Nolla is quicker by 2/10. He gets the professional pole. It's between these slicks drivers. Those drivers on the inters are going to drop. That's why I was talking about the decision. You need to make the decision, slicks or inters. It's a risk. But these guys on the softs have won the battle here. They will be starting from the front. Konrad 12th, and that's the end of the qualifying. One more driver was improving there at the back. So, is Nolla getting historical pole position. Berkay getting pole, Nolla second, Sippala third, Tompa fourth, Oskuts fifth and Konrad sixth. And fairly disqualifying himself, dropping down to 18th. And I need to mute everyone like this. I just make sure. But yeah, very shortly we go in Hockenheim with a full race. So, couple of seconds, and we are underway in Hockenheim. Final drivers, the grid. Salmon Pike is not here, so we are starting with 18 drivers, fairly starting from the back of the grid. Let's see, are the starting lights broken? No, they are not. Five red lights are in and we are underway here in Hockenheim. What kind of start do people get? It's very bad start for Nolla. Berkay getting away very well. There is no action. Everyone taking it so easily that no accidents in the turn one. Very good, people, very good. Oh, now there are first accidents. People braking at so different times that there's a lot of action into the next couple of corners. Very clean start. Jokke dropping down to 13th. That was a disaster start for this guy. Fairly getting first position after disqualifying himself intentionally, of course. it was not dangerous, so it's legal. Ooh, that was close by Nolla and Sippala. That was very close by Nolla and Sippala. That was a very clean start, fairly now getting up these positions. Drivers in trouble here. Sippala going down the inside of Tompa. Very clean start to this F1 full wet race. These drivers really know what they are doing. The race is long, 34 laps, so there's much to lose in this first lap. Womble down the inside of Tompa. Oh, there's spin for Tompa. We have no replay for that because I just closed my replay buffer and saved the restart. But that was very clean. First lap, shall we say. Berkai leading the pack after an excellent qualifying. The sector 3 yellow flag. Who's round? Oh, and Ragomet was round. He was also round in the F2 race. People going very wide. Hopefully the turn 1 is not as dangerous as it was for the F2 drivers. There was 5 retirements in the dry race. But here's the race restart. Here's the race again. Sorry for the little blurring. But I can't do anything about it. It was quite a clean start, so only a couple of... There's why Jokke drops down. He was nearly forced to cut the track. But... that was very clean. Lap 1. And Little Salomon is getting some positions. Here's once again the Sippala and Nolla very nearly losing it, so... very close of losing it, but now the action has eased up a little bit, so... next battle is here at the back, fairly getting some, shall we say, comeback. Berkai putting fastest lap on the board, Womble improving. In the lead, Womble is past Nolla Femma. So Womble is now showing the pace. We have no idea how's the weather going to go, so... or I have no, the drivers have. But I have no clue how the weather is going, and now there's a lot of action. And Konrad has spun around nearly losing it. Drivers were expecting that we are going to see the whole full 5 safety cars, which is maximum in 50% races, the 5 safety cars. Some drivers expect that we are going to see that amount. I hope not. I just hope clean race. We have 18 drivers. Hopefully as less as possible will retire from this race. Oh, there's Alpha of Asian Iceman. Very nice, very well controlling the car, not going into barriers. Was very good car controlling by Asian Iceman. And of course, due to weather, the DRS is disabled, so... there's no need to show any tire graphics because they are made for slick conditions, and we are not going to see slicks. Should not be seeing the slicks today in the race, so... And Womble is dropping back, so these guys are battling here at the front. Bear guy needs to give the position, or... at least he's not forced to give this place back, but he's so much good. Womble is so much quicker driver that he should pretty much give the position because there's no need holding the faster driver. Oh, are they both changing lines or is it the internet? Bear guy down the inside, like Rosberg did, just like Rosberg did. That was quite nice defending, I say, within the rules. Womble here, drawing around the outside, nearly banging the wheels. That's good. That's a very great overtake by Womble there. That was excellent overtake by Womble there. Bear guy still looking out for it. Berkay has been in trouble point-wise this season, so these 18 points would give him a lot back, and give McLaren some chance in the constructor side also. But Nolla is also now very close. Womble has got the little room, so Pihkanen 26.8. And now people are getting first penalties of the race. Sippala and Pihkanen chasing down the Nolla. Sippala very close to Nolla. But not close enough. Oh, down goes down the inside, but no. Around the outside, Nolla closing the door there very cleanly. Oh, Pihkanen nearly running into the back of Sippala. This is the battle for the win, I say. Womble has 2 seconds of breathing room now to Berkay, or while Berkay is slowing down Nolla and Sippala and the rest of the grid. So... oh, that's a big lag. That's a big lag for Sippala. I have no idea what's happening in reality. Yes, Sippala is actually behind, so that's a big lag, which Sippala should fix. We have no idea where Sippala is in reality, so his internet is currently very bad. His internet is literally like kilobytes at the moment, when I go nearly 300 megabytes and that guy is going 3 kilobits. So, and now Jokke has made an overtake of Larry Pro, but Larry is still there, but his acceleration was not good enough. So he just needs to give the position back, and now Sippala, is he actually overtaking or not? It is also fooling me. Womble has some breathing room. He is really the rainmaster of this league. He really knows what he's doing. Berkay already down by 4 seconds, and it has been only 2 laps since Womble overtakes him. 25-7, so that's a very good lap on the board. Those 26 points for Womble would be golden at this point of the season. And actually Nolla is running with full battery of ERS. Same for Sippala, so the wet is not using so much battery. Drivers can easily use it. Jack overtaking gaming. If I say Jack, it's PMP Mac, old Night Hunter. And Ragomet once again spun round. Hopefully he's not going to cause any issues in this race by being so slow when the rest of the grid is so quick. Sippala and Nolla battling here. And also Pihkanen has joined the battle here. Oh, Pihkanen having to go with a dive. He's braking so much later than the rest of the grid that he needs to go with dives in order to stay on track and get some positions. Larry and Schumacher are battling here at the back, so... oh, they are banging the wheels. Lil Salmon, who with a very big high chance will be dropped to F2 after this race. He has only 3 points and he's full Mercedes driver, so he should have more points, and now there's damage at the back. There's some carnage at the back. So... Schumacher has some wing damage. He needs the box. That's a severe wing damage. So he needs the box. And yeah, let's have a look a couple of laps backwards when Womble made an amazing overtake from Berkay on lap 4. That was a very cool overtake. One of the greatest I have seen for a while. Now there's yellow flag sector 3, it must be, yeah, it's a argument again. He's going to cause a safety car, a safety car at some point by spinning, so I just recommend retiring from the session. He has no chance of winning the race or even do something, so I don't recommend driving no traction control if you don't know how to handle it, especially on the full wets, it's impossible. So I don't recommend you to drive at all now and try again in F2 in 2 weeks from now in Hungary. And I recommend is also getting a penalty for speeding in pit lane, so there's so many drivers. Berkay is like holding a train. And everyone is in that train, pretty much. So, let's see. Yeah, it's a big train of cars. So, Berkay is lucky that there's no DRS for people behind. Jack, Old Night Hunter, and now PMP Mac. Not confusing at all. Yeah, PMP Mac is Jack. So, just to let you know that if I say Jack, it's a PMP Mac. That was a big lag. He was in front of him and now he's behind him, so that's a huge lag. He should fix or get a better internet than 2G. It looked like 2G with the others having 4 or even 5Gs here, so his internet is very slow. Nola coming very close in the braking, but then in the acceleration losing a lot, so well, now there's someone around in the second sector. Let's see who it is. It was something between the Haas. It's something between Konrad and Schumacher. Must have been because the yellow flag was there. Womble with the 9-second lead. This should be an easy win for Womble today. Maybe even with the fastest lap, so. Oh, Eragomed, yeah, now. Yeah, and that's a safety car. That's a safety car, so Eragomed has retired. And that brings the safety car on the track. Womble needs to break down to avoid the penalty. That was a disaster for Womble. 13-second lead. And he has now lost it. And under safety car conditions, you lose only 9 seconds in Hockenheim, so it's not a... It's a very good deal to box here. You lose normally only just 9 seconds. Now people are replacing the front wings. Larry into the pits, new set of wets, and that should go till the end. That was a disaster for Womble, having a 13-second lead and then getting off. 2 races and 2 DNFs. Yeah, I recommend you to practice with the traction control on, and then when you're quick, then take it off and handle it. So don't go no assists or don't take the traction control off yet, because you're not quick enough. So I just recommend you to practice with assists, and when you're quick with assists, then start taking them off shortly. So don't take everything off right away. Between games it might be okay, but here, in this case, inside the game, don't take them off. Between the game changes you can do that. Womble pitting, maybe for the only time in this race. Womble just missed the pit exit, so he had to do the whole lap with these old sets. And everyone is actually pitting, so Womble is not losing anything, only Pihkan and Tom Panoskud staying out. Rest of the grid pitting. Jokke into the pit lane. Gavin into the pits. Asian Iceman into the pits. Oh, Alpha is not even close being ready, even though Bumble was served like a minute ago. Still Alfa Romeo not ready for Asian Iceman. So, Pihkanen leading the pack after the safety cars, and yes, they are the only drivers who had not stopped. And even though those guys who stopped should go till the end. So... now we are just waiting for the safety car to shut down its lights. This race has been quite interesting up to this point. 10 or 11 laps gone. Yes, 11 laps done. And only the first safety car of this race out from 5 maximum, so... now we are just waiting for the safety car to shut down the lights. And we are going one more lap at least. Is everyone in the pack now? Conrad is the only driver who is not in the pack yet, so he will reach it before the end of the safety car period. Nearly halfway through in this race. If someone has any clue about the weather, could you comment how's the end race weather looking like? Still the safety car staying. Yeah, so we are staying for one more lap. Looks like the weather is so bad that the game has decided to go one more lap with the safety car. No, the safety car is coming in. That was very late information for the safety car. Conrad 10 seconds for cutting the track. That was a very bad penalty take. And we are going again. And now Conrad retiring from this race in the pit lane, and he has also left the session, so 2 retirements from 18 drivers, 16 continuing here. PMP Mac going down the inside of Nolla. Oh, it was some slowing down the grid badly. Jokke getting some positions. Oh, there's Mac and someone else have crashed. Mac and... who is the other driver who has crashed? Oh, there was no room left at all for... Lil Salmon didn't leave any space for Mac. And Mac takes out Asian Iceman there. So no safety cars and fairly already up to P9, and 3 more places coming once the 3 drivers pit. So P6 currently for Fairley from the back of the grid. And Larry, did he left any room for Lil Salmon? Didn't see that completely. Nolla and Mac in trouble in this race. And let's have a new look. With the replay, what we got? Yeah, we got only that spin, so we didn't get more than that, so there's no need to show anything else. So those two drivers now need a new safety car. Still a high chance for it later on. There's still 20 laps to go, so we are not even halfway yet, so no need to surrender. Fairly overtaking Jokke, that's a very strong performance. Jokke, who is speeding 110 EA on the wets, now in trouble in the actual race. But Fairley is doing very well here. He's already up to P8. But his teammate Berka is still doing better. He is fourth with the stop at the back. So he's strong. Womble leading the race when Pihkanen will stop. Womble 25.5, race fastest lap at the time. Turn 1 hasn't yet taken anyone out. In F2 it took 5 drivers, like I said, even in the slicks. So in F1 it's not so deadly. Now Sippala taking the slipstream of Berkai. The slipstream is the only way getting by in the wet conditions easily. And also the late braking will help. And now down the inside goes Sippala, but Berkai has the outside line and that way better exit, so Berkai will keep the position. And stays in front of Sippala. But Sippala is still looking for it, he's not done yet. Nolla and Mac are catching the other drivers at the back. At least they will go to the end, but the others should go too, so there should be no stops remaining in this race. And now Sippala going very wide in the final corner, and that way losing the gap. And now also getting a 3-second penalty for obvious cutting, so it was not a it was a very clean corner cut. Not much to say. And now Gavin in slipstream of Osgood easily flying past and giving up the 6th place. Yeah, Osgood's not going for defense. And now around the outside, Schumacher going from Guyami. Can they hang on? This is the battle for the first place. Someone gone in front. No, it was just a random yellow flag. Schumacher down the inside of Guyaming, and overtaking is done. And he gets the top 10 position. Let's have a look of the latest replay shot I got. Sippala's overtake from Berkai, or trying to overtake. So everyone keeping the distances, safety distances. If someone spins in front, you should have enough reaction time from that distance to react. And well, it's not obviously your fault if you hit someone when someone spins, but at least you can even try to react to it and not hit him. In worst case, you react the wrong way, you go straight to the sidebar and you both out from the race. So let's remember that these drivers will have to stop. Pihkanen, Tompa and Oskuts will have to stop in this race. Actually not, because in the wet conditions you can go to the end without the stops, but in Germany 34 laps with full wets. impossible. So you need to pit. You can't make the whole race with the one full wet compound. Especially in these distances, no chance. The race is now halfway, and now Sippala going down the inside in the stadium section, and that's a very good overtake for Sippala. These drivers are surely hoping that the weather gets better during the race. We have now done the half of the race, so by the forecast now there's a chance for the dries, or for it to dry. We are done over 50% of the session. And gaving down the inside of Berkay, so something has gone wrong for Berkay. Now he's just dropping the positions. 2 laps ago he was having an amazing race, and now he's dropped down to 6th, and his teammate is next one to hunt him. Oh, Jokke down the inside of Oskuts, can't hang on though. Now Berkay is challenging Gavin. He's not surrendering easily. But Gavin has an inside line to here, so... But now Berkay has it for the next corner. I think Berkay has to surrender. They're going side by side with the stadium section. Wrong angles here by me. And Berkay stays in front, so... That was a very good drive from Berkay. Challenging the championship contender, actual championship leader. And now Gavin had some wheel spin. Does fairly have chance to overtake here. Both McLarens giving a little challenge. All ERS in use. But no chance. He should get better exit here. Fairly should get a better exit here. And he does. But which one is quicker? They are both nearly out of ERS. Fairly not going down the inside, so also Gavin defending very well. And Sippala now getting up to P3. And Jokke overtaking Oskuts. So... Jokke up to P8. Critical points when Gavin is in front. But there's fairly in between. You need to overtake him first. Gavin is stuck behind Berkay, so if Fairly can get away from these guys, it could be bad for Gavin. And Womble is liking this situation. At the moment he would be getting 15 points or maybe even 16 points back in the championship. Gap to under 30 points to the break. And the comeback's really on for the remainder 10 races this season. Womble is this league's holding championship, so he won the champ last season. And I did win it 2 seasons ago. And now Berkay cutting the track very much. But now Fairly down the inside into this corner. Is he going to send it? He's going to send it. They nearly touched themselves. But now Fairly has the better overtake. Which one has less wings? Gavin has quite less wings. He knows the setup. He goes Fairly from the back of the grid, overtaking Gavin into the hairpin of turn 4 of Hockenheimring. And stays in front, so Fairly has got P6 right now. And Jokke back to P8. And now Jokke and Gavin, P2 and P1 in the championship. It's your time to battle. Not much points at the moment coming for these two, only 6 and 4. And Womble is taking the whole 20, he'll be taking 20 points in this race. The gap would be 35 by my quick maths, so the gap nearly splits in one race. But I don't think these heavy rain races will be here a lot. I'm expecting dry race in the Hungary next week. But Osgood, Stompa and Pihkanen will have to stop in this race. So there's still 13 laps to go, they will pit at some point. Now Gavin is close, he's doing the same as Fairley did. But Fairley has some slipstream assistance for Fairley from Bergay. No chance for the overtakes. Is Fairley going for it? No. Bergay is having some defense line. McLarens are getting good points in this race, and by these results they would overtake Renault. In the standings, Ferry dives down the inside. What an overtake. What an overtake. That was very good overtake, and Ferry up to P5. He is he's on fire. Bergay, no chance for overtaking here. And Ferry gets the P5. And now he has to hunt Tompa, who has all the wets. And then it's Sippala, who has stopped. So Sippala is currently second in this race, getting good points. Now if Fairley can just keep his car on the road, Bergay going off. If Fairley can just keep the car on the road, this could be good points. Surprisingly good strategy to start from the back. Intentionally disqualify yourself and start from the back, and now getting P5. Position change up 13. Pihkanen up 5. Vomble even up by 6. So. But Fairley has done it very well through the back. And he has stopped. Yes, Fairley has stopped. So there should be no stops remaining. So Fairley should go to the end. Now Gavin going very wide, so Bergay seeing an opportunity here. No chance, Fairley has already made a 1 second gap to behind. So. Tires are 21 laps old, so from the start, so. Not sure when these drivers are going to pit. It's getting light rain! That's why they are staying out. It's getting light rain, so they are planning for the intermediates to go straight for them, so I don't say anything yet. It's light rain conditions, as we can see, lap 23, 11 laps to go, and it's light rain conditions, maybe even dry at the end. So now I understand why these guys are staying out, because it is getting intermediates. If someone who has retired, Konrad or Eragomet, if you could comment, or someone who knows, could you comment, is there potential dry at the end, or is it staying light rain for the end? Is there any chance for dry track at the end? If someone knows for sure, let me know. Bergay staying down the inside, and Jokke has the outside line, so should be easy one for Jokke. Stay in front. Schumacher up to 9th, but Osgood takes it back, and Schumacher drops down to P10. So this light rain condition might change the tracks, the standings a lot here, because those drivers who didn't stop, if everyone has to stop, this is the track condition. So Pihkanen leading, Vomble second, Sippala third, Tompa fourth, and Fairley fifth. Ten laps to go. No one informing me how the weather's going. Asia Nice Man into the pit lane. Which tires? He drops to last, of course. He is the only drop for the Inters. Yes, intermediates and the front wing change. So first driver to stop for the Inters, and let's see how quick he is. If Asian Islandsman puts the fastest lap on board with the Inters, it's a clean sign for others to stop also. I'm not sure, do they trust the chefs stop on the Inters or not? And now Nolla has overtaken. No. There was some kind of glitch. And Pihkanen has now stopped. And he's now stopping, so let's see how far he will drop. And tires, of course, the intermediate, so saving the one stop. And now there's a lot of people boxing, so Tompa also, I think he was following Pihkanen. Intermediates. Gavin, intermediates. Oskuch also intermediate, so everyone will be taking the Inters. Gayaming will take the Inters. Yes, Larry getting 3 seconds. So fairly temperate P3. But for how long? Half of the grid on the quicker compound intermediates. So these guys will drop a lot here. They need to stop at the end of this lap. And go the remaining 9 laps on the Inters. Jokke also on the full wet, so we have had only one safety car period in this race. So let's have a look few laps backwards. Lap 21, so 4 laps ago. Fairly's dive in the inside, down the inside and then up to P5. Womble in the pits, and same for Sippala. They are stopping at the same time. Oh, Womble has a front wing change. Womble has front wing change. Is he going before Sippala? No! He drops behind Sippala. Jokke takes Inters. Schumacher all Inters also. Yeah, everyone needs to take the Inters. So fairly in the lead with the full wets. Is he going to the end with the full wets even? It's possible. He has fresh wets, so... Or I say fresh because everyone who stopped had olds. Someone's round. It's Lil Salmon from point positions. Round in sector 1. If that had caused a safety car, it would have been amazing for Fairley. It would have been amazing. Oh, does Fairley... Did he spin? No. It looked like he spun. Yeah, it looked like he went off, but in reality he did not, so... I checked from the stream. I have a preview. So I checked it from it, and it looked like that he went off, but in reality he didn't go off, so... Internet glitch. Luckily, internet glitch. How many drivers have stopped? Oh, everyone else about Fairley and the McLarens and Salmon. This maneuver is going to cost you a lot. Remember, it's costing a lot in these conditions. It's costing you 17 seconds in these conditions. So in this case, it's a lot. Intermediates, yeah, Fairley's race was destroyed by staying out of the track. Berka is still staying out, Tompa getting amazing positions. But we need to remember that some of these drivers have penalties from the previous races. And even those penalties can still change the race a little bit. Fairly now down to 10th. And now the hunt is on. Everyone in front have stopped. So... Womble overtaking Berkai, who's on the wet, so... The wet is clearly not the correct tire here, everyone's passing. So McLaren's good points are being thrown to the trash can when people start overtaking them. Gavin has to send one down the inside because he's on so much quicker tire that he needs to send it. He does so and gets back to P5. Berkay won't affect Jokke, he will get a free position when Berkay stops at the end of this lap. Pihkanen 22.9 on the Intes. Yeah, Berkay will have to stop. Yeah, that was a legal way to come to the pits. So 22.8 for Jokke. Fairly will get one free position from his teammate. So Fairly is 9th once the hunt will begin. Berkay stays 11th though. That was not a big lose. And Womble P3 overtaking Sippala. And soon he will pass Tompa. Pihkanen has a mile lead, 8 seconds. Moto said in the pod, GT Moto, when we had a party earlier before the race, he said that Pihkanen is not going well today. Or he was expecting Pihkanen not going well, but he has 8-second lead and the correct compound, so Pihkanen has a chance to win first race of the season. And steal some points away from Womble and Jokke and Gavin, so that one will give a couple of points for Red Bull then. I don't think he has penalties, so that should be winner winner chicken dinner. He's leading by 9 seconds when we head down for the last 6 laps, so Womble really needs to push to have a chance at the end against him. But Tompa is still a block. He is second, so I was looking at Womble lost it. That would have been a disaster. Gavin 3 seconds for multiple warnings. So that would give Jokke some breathing room. Jokke just needs to get in front of Gavin to decrease the lead, otherwise it's too big, nearly 30 points. So if Gavin, for example, spins from here, Jokke will get 10 points back and the championship fight is really hot, 15 points. And now Womble overtaking Tompa into hairpin. And now the hunt is on, 5 laps and 8 seconds. Womble is clearly the quickest driver on the track at the moment, so if Pihkanen can win this, that's a very good result. Let's see the tire position change. Yeah, maybe Pihkanen is the driver of the day. He has done so well, the strategy was perfect, up by 8. Fairly also done very well, up 9 positions through the whole field on the wet. So Fairly and Pihkanen are fighting for the driver of the day award. I need to choose between them. Of course, Pihkanen has done a very good job in winning the race. So maybe winning is more important than getting through back to field. So, and he's also up 1 less position, but he is winning the race, so the winning will give him the award at the moment. Womble getting 21.8. So, and now Nolla and Jack battling here at the back. Jack coming in front. Yeah, now Gavin is really pushing for Sippala. He's out of ERS. How about Jokke? He's not. He has half battery, so should be easy. Oh, Jokke cutting the track. Very stupid move. That also gives him a penalty, and now they both have penalties, so Womble should come out on top from these 3 drivers. Now Jokke needs to make the overtake on track. The 3 seconds is no longer advantage. He has it too. And they're at the back. Nolla and Jack having some battling here. They can have the round battle at the back. Red Bull getting at the moment very good points in this race. P1 and P4 would be amazing. 4 laps to go, Womble getting the gap, but 6 seconds might be too much. And looks like the rain is not ending, so if the rain ends, it happens at the very end of the race. And pretty much this is the last possible lap for the safety car. Pihkanen is not hoping a safety car at the moment, he's leading by 6 seconds. And Gavin overtakes Jokke here. Or stays in front, I think so. I think he stayed in front. Oh, nearly slamming into the back of Sippala, and now Jokke going for the gap. Side by side, but can't keep it. Gavin making a mistake and nearly paying for it. And Schumacher now overtaking Oskuts for 7th place. They both go very wide. Did Oskuts gain that time outside the track limits, fairly getting 3 seconds. Now Schumacher gets the position back. Oh, there's Sippala in the pits. Yeah, the rain has ended. The rain has ended. Sippala taking the slicks, very risky play. Other drivers are going till the end. With the inters. Yeah, Sippala on the softs. Same for Schumacher. The rain has ended. No DRS enabled yet though, so... These drivers are taking the risk like real life drivers did last season. In real life German Grand Prix. And Jokke overtaking Gavin, but Gavin down the inside again. Oh, touching! They touch themselves, but Jokke stays in front. Jokke up to P4. Fairly 6th place. These drivers are going till the end. 3 laps to go. It's very slippery on those inters, but the game has said that the inters are still a bit quicker. Very interesting ending. 5.7 seconds. 2 laps to go, lap 33 and 34. The gap is too big. If Pihkanen doesn't make any mistakes, he's going to win the race today. So it's a very, very critical. Oh, PMP. Mac getting straight over. He's on the slick, so it should not be a problem. DRS enabled now, so now the slicks are quicker than the inters. And DRS is available for every driver. You don't need the slicks. You just need the 1 second advantage. Womble doesn't have it, so this end race is going to be interesting. 2 laps to go. Fairly 6th place from last place. Sippala overtaking Gajaming. He's on fire. Oh, there's contact between Sippala and Gajaming. There was some contact, so that was Gajaming's fault clearly. So who took the softs? Sippala, Schumacher, Asian Iceman and PMP Mack have taken the soft slicks in this race. Everyone else going to the end on the inters. One final lap. The track is nearly completely dry, so it's getting very hard to get the fastest lap for Womble going at the moment. So, but not for long when the slicks drivers are out. Final lap, final time in the first corner. The chance to retire, pretty much the final chance. Pihkanen has made it through. I think Sippala is going to get the fastest lap. He's so much quicker. Look at that pace. Look at that pace. Fairly giving the position for Sippala. Sippala taking the fastest lap of the race. Sippala up to 6th place. And Sippala confirms the fastest lap. 17.8 in this race. 8 seconds in front. He should catch the Gavin. He should catch. Now Schumacher overtaking at the same time when getting the fastest lap. Let's see Sippala. If he catches Gavin, it's important points for Jokke. Sippala can now steal the points. He can steal the points. He's quicker than anyone else in the lobby. Asian Iceman outside the points, taking the fastest lap, so no one is getting the extra point at the moment. Is Sippala going to catch? 3.5 seconds. The corners are deadly. The corners are deadly for those inters. Someone has spun. Now it's Gajaming who has spun. Final corner. Pihkanen wins the first Ciao, Grand Prix of the season in Hockenheim. And now Womble crossed the line too. Sippala has overtaken Gavin. Womble is second of the finish. Sippala has overtaken Gavin. They both have penalties. It's not enough for him. Yeah, Sippala getting the fastest lap at the end. Sippala dropping down by the penalties, so he can't keep the position after the race. Schumacher no box. Oh, they crash in the final corner. Fairley and Osgood's crash in the final sector, in the final corner. Fairley is 8th in this race. How many positions did drivers go up? Yeah, I say Pihkanen is driver of the day. That gap is huge. So Pihkanen is driver of the day today for winning the race. It's a nice man crossed the line, so the fastest lap goes for Sippala, 6th place. That was an amazing race. Can he go across the line? Yeah, no, overtaking before the line. No, he can't. And Lil Salman stays 16th in this race, so that's the order. Berkai getting some points. And Mac not getting any points. Pihkanen winning the race and the sun is shining. Here in Hockenheim. Pihkanen won the race, so that's why he's driver of the day. Winning is more important than getting up the positions. I think Tompa was in between Gavin, and if Gavin had dropped for Sippala, that would have been amazing for Jokke. But he can't. And that's the end of the race. Pihkanen, maybe even first win in VCS ever. So that was a very strong result. I need to take the screenshots from the race results here. Schumacher and Pihkanen only drivers without any penalties. It's taking the whole year for the screenshots. Now I took it. And from the back of the list. The version. Now I got all required screenshots. So, Pihkanen winning driver of the day today by winning by a mile, 9 seconds. And then fairly also you had some penalties. So there are 2 reasons why you are not driver of the day. If there are any drivers watching this stream, pre-race, post-race interview very shortly on Discord. At this point, let's see the final replay footage I got. This was the final replay footage. So there's the contact. So for the drivers, very shortly the post-race interview on Discord. So once again, the race results here for you once more. Yeah, it was Tompa between. Sippala was 4 tenths behind in the results, so very close, beating Gavin there. Yeah, I just need to inform the people that here's post-race interview starting. And but yeah, that was very clean race. I got to say that. Only 1 safety car in this race. And now we are just waiting for people to join the post-race interview. Yeah, we have Womble here.
Man, I chucked that one away. Bloody hell.
Yeah, Pihkanen stole your victory today.
No, I know.
Yeah, it was a dry even at the end.
Well, I don't know what to say. Literally, I made a bad call pitting, that's for sure. Don't think I should have stayed out.
Yeah,
Because
that's decided to win
my
today.
tire degradation. Yeah, my tire degradation was really good. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't too high at all. Why I pitted, I have no idea. That was a bad call.
You had like in the final corner.
Yeah. I should have done a Hamilton.
If you had called it, you would have a penalty, but that won't affect the results. So
Oh, I know.
yeah,
I can't believe I had such an amazing start to the race as well.
yeah, your start was good.
Like I stormed off once I got into first. Absolutely stormed off.
Yeah.
And then when the safety car came out, I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, your lead, the safety car. That pretty much all changed.
Yeah, that
Very
pretty much
quickly.
what changed the race.
You just lost your race before because the race director was safety car.
Yeah,
So
face plant.
yeah, you can thank Eragomet for your lost victory. He crashed somewhere on the track. From last place, he crashed somewhere, and maybe turn one. Not sure, but well, we had only one crashing retirement in this race. Full wets.
Full wet, and that's what caused the fucking.
And we can
safety
say only one retirement because the other driver surrendered, pitted, and pressed to retire. So only one crash in the whole race.
car.
F2 slip conditions.
I just-
5 drivers out,
I-
out.
Yeah, I just face palm.
Yeah, we
Face
can
palm
face
that
palm to F2.
Like Julian Palmer with his nickname's Face Palmer.
Face palm. That was good. That was good. I got to make a meme from that.
That's what I feel like right now. Just after that Grand Prix, just face palm. I'm still happy. I'm still happy. Don't get me wrong, but I should have won that if I didn't fuck up that pit stop.
Yeah, Pihkanen like stole your points. Maybe that's the first victory of
know.
Pihkanen ever in this league. I'm not. I don't remember.
Fair play to him because I couldn't catch him in the end.
Yeah, I was counting that you need to get 6 seconds, 1 second per lap, and the gap is 6 seconds. You should be quick.
No, I needed, but I had a 3 second time penalty as well, so I needed more.
No chance.
No chance.
Yeah.
I felt like I should have boxed on lap 33 for soft, so I felt like that was the time to switch the slicks. But it was the end of the race. I was like, nah, just go for the points. Just nurse it home.
Yeah.
Oh well. Why is no one joining? It's only me.
I was just about to ask the same. Why is nobody joining?
I'll tell him now. Interviews, anyone?
The Finns have so bad English. The Finns have so bad English that they don't want to show it.
Yeah. I'll tell him now. Interviews are open.
Yeah. But the standings, I have no idea how they will change after this race. No clue.
At least I gain points on Gavin and Yoki.
At least you get some.
Yeah, at least I gain some points on the two of them.
Others don't matter. The main thing is that Gavin and Jokke stay behind.
Yeah.
If
Well, like,
if
literally
Sippala had got Gavin there, it would have been amazing. Then he was in front, but the penalties.
No, I know. Oh, Jack boy.
Jack is here.
Oh, hang on. What's that?
He's muted. Hopefully he has the headset same way as he had in the pre-race. Otherwise, we are going to have this kind of conversation here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I think while Jack is preparing, we can maybe start. We have talked a lot through here already, but yeah, start was good. The safety car changed the race. You can say I am stupid in the team ready after the race, and
I'm just, you know what I'll say in the chat right now. I'm stupid.
I am
Is it?
stupid. I am stupid.
I'm so stupid, like Charles. What he said.
Are you a child?
Yeah, no.
We need to make it your IQ test. If it's under 10, you're going to kick it to the ass. So,
No. But no, I think I prefer the first one I made, face palmer, like Jolien Palmer, the face palmer,
yeah.
like that. I'm like that right now. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Dog shit.
Well, Jack, up to you. Something went wrong badly there at the start, and or not in the start, but somewhere at the beginning of the race, you crashed with someone, with Ace and Iceman
after the
and the
safety
people.
car, Nola, at the hairpin, Nola sat on my inside. I gave him all the room in the world, and he saw a little bit of grass and just decided to turn into me and crash me out.
Yeah, and then people took out Ace and Icemans and peoples. So
Yeah, I'm sorry for Asian Iceman. I got hit by some Williams as well. That was my fault with Asian Iceman, but it all started off with Nola.
yeah, hopefully we have some videos so we can investigate that. But
Yeah, I'm editing it now.
yeah, so you didn't have much TV time when you were at the back. So
I had a couple of good overtakes at the start. I had brilliant pace, to be honest. I just got fucked over by Nola.
yeah. So well, do you have anything else to say here, or are we?
Your bad luck will run out soon, mate.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm fed up with it at this point.
Yeah, Pikanen had a lot of bad luck and it ended up in the win.
Yeah.
So maybe
was
Jack
fucking
one day,
laughing.
maybe one day, you will be at the top of the podium.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah, it needs so good strategy and pace from you then. Yeah, you just about keep your F1 seat, so be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy with that at least. At least I like Spa and Italy, so they're both coming up. Tracks I both like, so hopefully I do good in them.
Yeah, but at this point, we will thank all the viewers for the season so far, and now VCS is going to head down to mid-season break. Next race we have in 2 weeks. No race next week. Rally week is still running, but VCS F1 side is heading to the break. And in 2 weeks at the exact same time, we are racing in Hungary, and the weather will be released normally. So
Well,
next,
hang on. I thought the season breaks usually after the Hungary.
it's mid-season break for us, so it's in the middle of the season. There's 21 races, so we need to decide which one. It should have been last week, but I had some goings for next weekend. Also, I have now 2, but by the corona they cancelled. And so,
I see. Right, okay.
well, so I was planning by my side that I think it's enough for it's okay for people during Corona. So I just make a little maneuver here, and for me, so I can get commentate as many races as possible, because I had missed Germany if we had when normally the Corona had not came ever. So I would have missed this race. But I made a maneuver, and now I can commentate every race this season because Corona. So, well, but the weather is going to be released normally, this time 1 week early. So, you can still practice for the weather. If it's, for example, rain, you can practice for 1 week. You can know the weather 1 week early. So, the weather is released normally on on Wednesday for F2 and on Friday for F1. So, and 48 hours before the normal start time should be. So at 4 p.m. Between 4 and 5 p.m. UK it will be released. And that's the information for the drivers. So in 2 weeks or 1.5 week we will continue with F1 action on not that next Friday. And well, the day, let's check from, it's 24th of April 24th, so we will continue then, and thanks for watching the streams, all the streams, and yeah, in 2 weeks we will continue. Time to break.
Time to party.
Time to party for some ones, and time to sleep for some ones. But
Yeah, that's a good call. Sleep.
yeah,
That's the next thing I'll be doing after party.
yeah, long sleep. No stress for the race. You can just like, oh, it's the race. Break. Thank God. Don't practice the wrong track for a silly reason this time, Womble.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that.
Like,
I remember doing that when I did that ages ago, didn't I? I was practicing for the Hungarian, I think, wasn't I? And it was Belgium. I was like, shit, wrong track.
But win anyway.
Didn't you win anyway? You fucking won anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
that was funny though.
Funny moments. But yeah.
Womble, I'll send you on this clip here.
But yeah, this stream has taken 1.5 hours. 1 hour 41 minutes and a couple of seconds.
The race.
minutes,
The race.
The
race
stream.
was
The stream took 1.5
15
hours. The stream started 10 minutes early, so the race took 1.5
thank you.
hours exactly. So
Fair enough.
The race and qualifying took an hour and a half.
yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, qualifying. I was so scared. What happened? I was like,
I was so
oh.
confident it wouldn't dry out. I was sitting in the garage.
I didn't think it'd dry out that quick at the end, like. Once the rain had stopped, I was like still moist for the Inters, like.
And
then-
1
It was
minute,
just
1
like
minute later,
France.
people starting the sets, starting
I
the
know,
softs, and
I looked at the lap times. I was like, oh!
we are in trouble.
Yeah, because I was in a party with Gavin in the entire race, and we were like, oh, fuck, we're in trouble.
Yeah, but
Well,
I
but
shut the
we-
stream
we-
now. I have a cake waiting for me, so I need to
what?
go for
Cake?
it. A cake, yeah. What is this event right now? Easter. Is it Easter?
Birthday?
Yes, Easter.
Oh yeah, Easter.
It's
Easter
yeah,
cake
yeah.
is waiting for me. I need to go eat it. So,
Alright.
Oh,
and
no,
happy
sugar.
Easter
right.
for everyone also. And well, it's time to
Yeah,
end the stream. It's going way too long, so it's time to end this talking, and I need to start making the standings. So. No race next week, remember? No race.
Woo!
Of course you can wait for the invites, but we say no. No invites this week.
Rejected.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching. 2 weeks, and we will see you again in Hungary.